All right. And today I'm with Mike Patton of AA Home Inspection. And today we're going to talk about what is the cost of a home inspection. Hey, Mike, how you doing today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Great. So, what a whole house inspection, I know it can range, but give us like an average cost or a general range of the cost of just a home inspection.
Home inspection, we'll start off with a little one floor condo that's, usually about, call it 1,200 square foot. That'll start you out right at 400. It's going to be 390 something as a start for us. And then we go on like a buy level. You're going to move up to about 425. And then as we go up in size, square footage, the complexity of the home, those prices go up. So we base it on square footage of the home and complexities. Like crawl space, yeah, we charge you a little bit more because of crawl spaces, because of the time involved and some other issues that we love in crawl spaces.
And if you have like extra furnaces or things like that,
When
right?
you get up over about 2,400 square foot and you start looking for the additional equipment. So again, that's not always the case, but you get up around 5,000 square foot, we expect 2 to 3 heating cooling systems. So again, that's where the complexity goes in. Um, and
And the
then,
time.
yep.
So that's just kind of the base price of an overall general home inspection. And in another video, we had talked about what that includes and what it doesn't include. So
Yep.
what are some of the add-ons that are most common, and what are some that people don't think about adding, but really would add to the value of that inspection and helping them make a decision should they move forward with the home or not?
Well, separated from the home inspection, what we refer to as ancillary services, because different licenses are needed. And just because you hold a home inspection license in Kentucky or Ohio does not mean that you're able to offer all the following. So there we go.
Okay.
We got that disclosure out there. We hold pest control operator's license, so we recommend termite. Um, it's really wood destroying insect report, but everybody knows it's a termite letter. That one pays you back on particularly older homes and along the river valley, pretty pretty regular. And then the radon testing, recommend that from a long-term health situation, because that's
On
linked
every
back to
type of
lung
house?
cancer. Every home there is, it's false to say that any particular type of home will not have it. That's just like saying that water will never enter our house through the basement. You can't really say that without testing it. There's no odor, no smells, not visible. So you can holler hocus pocus, but when it comes to lung cancer, I'm going to recommend that you do it. If you don't
Okay.
want it, you don't want it. Easily mitigated. And then your sewer scopes. I'm big on the sewer scope because it's out of sight, out of mind. You don't know you got a problem until you got a problem. New construction, old construction. You recently dealt with a new construction. We had some issues on. So as we go through that, trying to think what else we got going on.
So if you add some of these ancillary ones, I mean, the sewer one is one that we always recommend to people that they forget about, right? Um,
Yep, outside, out of mind.
yeah, let's say you have a 1,500 square foot home or 2,000 square foot home, and you're adding on the radon, you're adding on the sewer and the pest. What's the range of pricing for that?
I'm doing my fast math for you. I was supposed to have already had this done. So what you're going to end up with there is about a $900 ticket,
But
because
the
you,
and the thing is like, okay, so you spend if you budget $1,000 ish for any kind of inspection or $1,200 for any inspection,
yep.
the purpose is, I mean, you're making an investment of say 250, $300,000. Would you rather spend 1,000 now to make sure that that investment is good, or would you rather spend it and then be like, oh crap, I have a I have tree roots
Well,
that broke up my sewer line.
return on investment is like this with sewer scope, 250. Okay, you can't get a plumber out there for 250 to do anything for you. That starts with a jetting that can run from basically 350, 400 monetarily up to multiple thousands in the tens of thousands for sewer repair work.
Right.
So if I can get that kind of return on my money, I'm going to do it every day.
Yeah.
Radon mitigation, you're going to spend $167. And if that comes up high, one, it's for your own health. However, the system's going to run you about $1,300 for a mitigation system. So again, money spent, money saved, however you want to look at it. And then I stay out of the world of negotiations. That's
Right.
your old world. I just get to
Right.
tell you what's going on and what the situations are. But the added inspections, and then like with drone inspections, we don't charge anything for the drones. We're still old school. I try to get on every roof we can.
Yeah.
Which where we need to, we'll use drones, and in some instances, we'll use a drone just because it's going to give us a better perspective.
Okay. Yeah. So it just depends. That makes
So,
sense.
and a lot of companies charge different things. That's kind of a base price. If you're getting inspections done, I'm going to throw somebody under the bus here. If you call up and they can do everything like that, and they're giving you prices in the $300 range, you probably don't have anybody to help you out. As soon as you can't read their license plate, they're probably gone.
Yeah.
So stay with a company that's reputable. We've been in the business for 20 years, and that's not to be a sales pitch. It's just more or less facts of life. And if somebody's doing it as a hobby on the side, that's probably not the people you need.
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, and you used to not even have to have a license to be an inspector. But I think, there's a true cost of buying a home, right? And these are some of the things that people don't think about. They just think about their down payment. But you do have these inspections that are meant to keep you safe, make sure the house, because most people who buy a home, we're not contractors, we don't know. So we need somebody else that knows to look.
And if I can spin that backwards, a homeowner that is filling out their disclosure is none of the above usually either.
Right.
So the disclosures, I quit throwing stones at people. I live in a glass house. I don't like rocks thrown at me either. But you have to consider your source of information. And that's not saying somebody's being dishonest.
Right.
It's the knowledge base.
They may not know. Right. That makes sense. Well, where do you do inspections?
We do them Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. And we throw a pretty wide loop from Dayton, Ohio to Williamstown, Kentucky. We can say Georgetown and then out east. And then we run on the west or the east side of Indiana.
An inspection is good also for people that are thinking of listing their home. It's a good way to check to make sure that everything is up and running properly and offer that. You could even offer that to the buyer. And we're seeing about half the time the buyer is accepting that and moving on. So you can have a quicker sale as a seller too. Mike, if people want to get a hold of you, either they're buying a house, selling a house, or they just kind of want to make sure their house is in good shape, what's the best way?
Website's an excellent place to get a hold of us, and that's aahomeinspection.com. You can give us a call, multitude of phone numbers, 859-448-0213 or 513, I never know that number, 319-7770. So we've got numbers for everywhere you want us to do business, and our guys actually, they're scattered all over town from Mainville to Union. So here we go.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being on.
All righty. I always appreciate it. Take care now.